My name is Miguel Flores.
Daniel Pescado.
I'm Elias Ramirez.
Our project is called Non-Intrusive Data Collection. It was pitched by Jerry Scott. So the problem that we address is deals with the intrusiveness of data collection, dealing with human interaction. So more specifically, what he pitched was for therapists of autistic children, when they're working with them, they have to collect data as they work with them. So the old method of doing it was just pen and paper, which distracts the therapist from the child. Then we moved on, or they moved on to a device, which is better, but you still get distracted from the child. Our solution to this was to, or the solution that was pitched that we worked on, was to allow the therapist to work with the child while at the same time taking data. And so right now, both things are going on, the interaction and the data that's being taken. And how is that being done?
So the way we kind of thought about this, and it's something that the teacher gave us an idea, is using Bluetooth, right? So Bluetooth is a very inexpensive technology. I mean, you can buy a Bluetooth mouse in the store, and actually all the phones have Bluetooth, can support Bluetooth. So our main objective was to just integrate the mouse. So when you do one click, it's gonna say yes. When you do two clicks, it's gonna no. So you know this kid is perform the task correctly or perform the task incorrectly. So that way you're not writing, you're not looking back to your phone. You know, looking back to your tablet. You just do click once you click, and that way you can have your phone in the side. So you load your app, and then that way it's receiving the data from the mouse, and you're not that far from there. So it's just a local area connection.
Okay, so yeah. So we try not to make anything like too distracting. We just wanted kind of important information, like the current student and the task at hand. And then if you click once, it would prompt you with a yes, and if you click twice, it would say no, and it would move on to the next task. And so that's basically it. We wanted to keep it simple so as to keep the focus back onto the student and not really on the phone.
As far as the commercialization of the app, so we're not really targeting any monetary value from this. It's mostly, we just wanted to impact the community and help those in need. And so, though initially this app was created to work with autistic, for therapists who are working with autistic kids, it's not limited to that. It's easily scalable. You can, anyone who, this being a open source project, leaves vast room for modifying it to meet to whatever need you really you require. So like I said, what we're trying to do is we're trying to close the bridge between technology and human interaction. So by having this seamless way of collecting data, and I'm not distracted from whoever I'm working with, and we can maintain sort of the way that human interaction is supposed to be, without that barrier, that technological barrier. So that is what we're trying to think. And we just want to say thank you to our mentor, David Steinberg, and the ideas of Mars team. Everyone was very helpful. Yeah, and Jerry for the awesome pitch, and I mean it was an honor being able to assist you. Any questions?
Question?
The sort of overall thing. So you put in the questions that you're going to ask, and then it allows you to put any script in that you want, and then you do the yes no. So before the therapist would see this person, they would prepare the script, and then it would be unobtrusive because they could just bump yes or no. And so it's yes no questions, or there's a scale we could put in with the
So the forms that specifically that his wife is working with, the questions are preset to only have a yes and no response.
Okay.
So that's what we're working with.
They're tasks usually.
The tasks, yeah.
Preset tasks that the kids have to fulfill.
So it's either
And they
completed or
either,
didn't
they can
complete.
do it or they
Mhm.
cannot do it.
Exactly.
It's stacking 5 blocks, put in puzzles or things like that. A defined job task that's finished,
It's
either done or not done.
It's either done or not done.
I'm certainly no therapist, and I would never want to question the merit of a therapist, but it seems to me that a lot of this stuff, because the questions are what the professionals good at creating, a lot of this stuff could maybe be done at home. Have you guys thought about helping parents or others administer these yes/no questions so that when you got to the therapist, you'd already have a lot of data to help the therapist? I'm not sure if that's a clear question or not.
It is, yeah, something that's why I mean,
I
different
love the
people.
clicking of the mouse, yes/no, that's awesome.
Yeah, so that's the thing, that different people have different needs, right? And this is, there's already an open source project out there, it's called ODK, Open Data Kit. And actually, we try to make this a feature of that, so that way you can push the data to the cloud or to the internet, and not just store it on the phone.
It just seems like helping the therapist get more information.
More information,
in
yeah.
advance would be
Yeah.
hugely helpful in that session, although I have no idea what this session is.
Yeah, exactly, and
It just
that way,
seems logical.
that way for the user at home, they can have their phone and the inexpensive Bluetooth mount, and then send the data to the therapist, which he has access to this form on the web.
Questions on the audience? Quick kind of question. I have like 2 features that I'm just wondering if you were thinking about. Say if you put in a yes or no answer in there accidentally, could you triple click it?
Yeah,
Make
that's
it
exactly what we already had, we were gonna implement that, but we were just like typing.
It's, yeah, it was a simple, so
Yeah.
for the sake of time, but yeah, that
That's
was
like the
easily
simplest
one of
thing.
the top things that we were addressing.
Yeah.
And then the second feature is, could you like connect headphones into it? And then maybe
Oh.
the therapist wears one headphone,
Yeah.
and it says which number of the question it's on.
Yeah, like,
Just to make sure you're on
actually,
track.
I didn't tell them, but I put like a sound file on there, so there's like, if you press no or yes, there's like sound triggers, and you can like play the WAV file or whatever, but I didn't tell them that. It's in there, so if you look in the source, yeah, and the rest, it's there.
It's not really open source.
Last one. Yep. It's not a question, it's more a comment. I work in a high school and we assess special ed students of special ed department, and also I can see an application of this for that. And in addition, for assessing the students, English language learners, for the California Language Development Test. And so it would be here so that you can just collect the data.
That's exactly what I thought. So by having like I said, it's not limited to just do this. It can easily be adapted to meet your standards, for example. So as he said, English second language could use this, and I'm sure his wife seemed very grateful for the app as well. So I mean,
Thank you very much.